Okay, it's 6:50 a.m. on 6/30/2026, and I want to focus first on I'm being pulled into the earth. I'm being sucked in. It reminds me of a whirlpool, or just being sucked in to the earth in some kind of way, falling through a deep crevice. But there feels like that there is literal pull. It doesn't feel like hands. It feels like I've fallen into something, a wishing well. Because I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland, a hole in the earth, a hole in the ground, something being sucked or pulled in. So maybe there is the earth surface, and so things just start falling in all of a sudden. That's what I see is happening. Something, I don't know, is there a book or something with the center of the earth? But that feeling is super significant. A vacuum, a vacuole. I don't know what these mean, but there is this feeling of being sucked in, or weirdly, I hear the words cave dwelling. Quave. I don't know what that is. Cave dwelling. I also feel like I'm being pushed or shoved in the back. This is separate. I'm feeling run over, actually. Okay, that's what this is. I feel like somebody either got pushed or shoved down, or something happens where someone falls to the ground quickly from behind. And I feel like they get run over. Oh gosh. I feel the shove in my shoulders, where my shoulders blades. Like I literally feel someone shoving me down. And I feel like they get run over on top of why they're down. It almost feels like someone is being shoved out into the street and they get hit and run over. That's awful. That's just terrible. Like pushed off of a sidewalk, or pushed off of a subway train station, like, or push off of something where they were safe, and then someone just comes along, shoves them down, and rubs over them. It feels absolutely intentional. Ugh. A shove in the back. Maybe also someone's picking a fight This feels so intentional because it's a hard shove. It's hard. Someone being pushed down onto the ground. I can't shake this feeling. I can't shake this energy at this moment. I'm trying to move on. I'm hearing innocent bystanders or innocent bystander. I'm hearing the word innocent. I think there's rain in the forecast somewhere. There's heavy flooding somewhere is going to happen. We should be prepared for rain in the forecast. We should be prepared for rain in the forecast. I'm also hearing random acts of kindness. I'm also hearing random acts of love and affection, which is nice. I hope that happens for someone. I'm definitely hearing random acts of kindness. And I hear showers. So, I don't know, it's shaping up nicely. I'm being pulled up towards the northern region of the United States, close to, it feels like probably close to Canada. I'm not looking at a map. I would say that this is not the most reliable way to do that. Maybe North Dakota, Montana, that area there. Maybe even Wyoming. What's going to happen there? What's happening there? Wyoming. I don't know if there's something political that's happening there, if there's elections or it feels work related, like I don't know, I say that people doing things, okay, I need more specific, please. What's happening there? In Wyoming, Montana, here in Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, North Dakota, North Dakota, North Dakota, North Dakota. Like, I think it may be some kind of, maybe there's a mining incident or something weird like that. Maybe something has to do with mining, maybe data mining. It could be mining, period. North Dakota. Wyoming, that area. What am I looking at? This feels like it might be further off in the distance because the picture's not clear, but I'm definitely being pulled there for a reason. And miners. This could have something to do with, youth. Maybe there's an incident being involved with youth. It also could be an incident involved with the ground. There is something that is happening in that area that is very involved. It is, there's a lot of involvement with it, but it feels still hazy and fuzzy. It's I can't pull it through. I can't pull it through. Perhaps there's a fall. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's where this fall is going to happen, or the location, around that location. Is I'm getting like a rope or a cord or something that is like there's an incident. Anything else? This must be significant. When did that girl fall down into that well? What was her name? Jessica? Like, I hadn't thought of that in years, but I was alive when that happened. Let's see if that was before the internet, I think. Baby Jessica. Jessica Morales, also known as Baby Jessica, became famous in 1987 when she fell down a well in her aunt's backyard. At 18 months old, she remained trapped for 58 hours. This article was updated May 12th, 2020 at 3:21 p.m. She fell down a well, a 22-foot well in her aunt's backyard. She remained trapped in the well for 58 hours while America watched on CNN. It happened on October 14th, 1987. There's an overwhelming feeling of falling through, or falling through something. I keep hearing again that there's rain, but I think there's more rain on the East Coast, that it will be quite a lot. There's here that it's going to be flooding. This feeling of being pulled down is significant. There's something, there may be multiple events that seem to be similar in its mechanism or action, how it's constructed. I don't know, this is weird. How it happens out of the blue, or all of the sudden. Hearing the word trapped. Hearing the word jumped. Definitely hearing the word trapped. And I keep getting a reference to Coal Miner's Daughter. I don't know. I've never seen the movie. What is that movie about? Coal Miner's Daughter. Sally Field is in it. No, Sissy Spacey. That was made in 1980. It chronicles the life of country music icon Loretta Lynn, raised in rural Kentucky. Well, what's it about? Oh, it's about her. So here goes from the life of that country star. Directed by Michael Apted, that chronicles the life of country music icon Loretta Lynn. Oh, is Taylor Swift about to get married? That might be another thing. I don't know where she's from. But I'm like, country singer, what does it have to do with anything? It may not have anything to do with anything. I usually would pick up probably Taylor Swift being something completely different, but I had no idea that was what that was about. I'm thinking of the movie with Sally Fields. Maybe she works in a factory. I'm getting a country vibe. I don't know that I'm liking this. It sounds like a bus stop. Maybe this thing happens near a bus stop, or someone gets shoved in the back, or thrown off the ledge, or they're waiting for, I don't know, an Uber or something. I don't know. They're waiting for something. They're waiting for something. Let me think about the war. So it may be just one of those days of, it's Tuesday. You know what it feels like? It feels like this is a day that is of, I was about to say, that sets the stage. This is a day the Lord has made. This is a day that sets the stage for what's showing, is there a concert that may be happening too? Perhaps there's a big concert, and now I am thinking about Taylor Swift at Madison Square Garden. Is that where she's supposed to be doing her wedding? Sets the stage. Sets a stage. And also, it's one of revelation of what's to come. And honestly, if I had to put a feeling behind the day, it feels like things are swirling. It's mixing. It's if I think of it like a soup, it is stirring the pot. It's getting cooked. It's getting made. It's stirring the pot. That's what this feels like, stirring the pot. And everything is mixing together to make something before, like, I don't know. I think in the spiritual realm, this day is one that sets the stage for what's to be revealed. Today feels like one of those days that you get to choose what path you want to go down, what decision you want to make. It feels like one of these forever kind of days, like, okay, if you decide to do this, here's how this will play out. Okay, if you decide this, well then, or that, then it's going to play out this way. So sometimes it almost feels like my frequencies get a little like nothing's happening. It feels like static because it's one of those kind of days where all the paths that intersect and come and meet in some kind of way that seems like a crossroad that to become parallel with something else or goes down a new route. So it's pivotal. And so, I don't know, it almost feels like there's nothing to be determined until these things that will happen and culminate today, on this day. I was about to say on a bridge. On a bridge. On a bridge or unabridged. Descent. Descent and Dissent. Descent. On descent. Also, descent. People flying. On a bridge on descent. Unabridged on descent. I get a document that's long, a long written statement. Unabridged. Unabridged. I also think of on a bridge. I don't know, maybe someone's doing bungee jumping or someone falls off of a bridge on descent. It feels like there is, it reminds me also of a plane. So maybe a report comes out or something is coming down. A decision is being handed down. A review, a report, a review. A decision is handed down. I get that. And then the other word for the day was schism. So, I also see someone like walking a sheet of paper or walking something like down a corridor, or walking something down, like to hand to another person. Is there this definitely is giving me legal vibes, like a courthouse or a report, or there's information being handed down. Like there may be a couple of decisions. One I see like a piece of paper going down a hallway, like need to give you this, or here we go, here, this is it. Whatever, I don't know what that is, but I see that kind of feeling. It looks like somebody handing over a report that is an important document or important information. It almost feels hurried, like I'm handing this off to you, or I'm giving this to you. Here it is. Here's the final review. Here's the final say. Somebody's getting judged today. There's a judgment with a decision, a ruling. Yes, for sure. And weirdly, it seems like there's more than this one Supreme Court ruling, but it could be that. I almost feel like it's a reporter handing in, like, okay, this just in. It's the results of something. The results will be handed in. Yeah. Breaking news, for sure. Something is breaking news. The results are handed in. This is somebody's legal decision. This is somebody that has been on trial. Somebody been on trial for murder. I don't know. Somebody's been on trial for something. You know what? It feels like a sentencing. When is that young man to be sentenced? Is somebody getting sentenced today? I don't know. But I keep hearing this just in. Ooh. How do I feel about that? I was just thinking, how do I feel about that? And I started, like, whatever it is big. This is big. I see people's reactions. This is big. And I see people cheering. I see people, I see handshakes. And yeah, like congratulations kind of things. Men in suits. This just in. My heart has butterflies in it. My chest has butterflies in it. There is a level of anxiety and nervousness, and there's tension, and it almost feels like we were holding our breath, or that it's like, okay, wow, what is... I literally see a young man, like, this is... I see it from the past. Some young man in a white shirt with suspenders and like old-timey, like 1800s, 1900s, walking down, but also at the same time it being present day, walking down to deliver a piece of paper to a judge, or delivering a piece of paper to somebody for it to be read, or for them to get it and receive it. It's a decision being handed down. It's hot off the press. That's the day. That's the kind of day. That's the kind of day the Lord has made. That song. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. But I'm saying that, not necessarily the song, but I'm hearing a priest say it. Like when you say it in Mass. Like he's saying it. Like the responsorial psalm, I guess. Is that it? It's part that they would say that and the congregation would say something back. Upon descent, Yeah, so I hear read through the red tape. um, I also hear going through the motions. Read through the red tape. So red is significant today. It's the root chakra. And all of a sudden I'm getting very sleepy, very tired. Very tired. And I just want to go to sleep. I just want to rest and sleep. I'm having one of those times when I just want to fall asleep. I don't know what this is. It's a big shift. It does something to the timeline, is what this does do. Something happens in this matrix to literally our bodies. Something happens. Some of us won't feel it, but something happens. It's like a big turn. It's like turning a big ship. And like that feeling when you're starting to turn and you see the shadow, and like that's because the sun is changing. Like we're moving off course. We're traveling a different direction. And so maybe you don't see the turn, but you feel it. You feel it. It's the scene in Indiana Jones when they're on that big blimp. That, I don't know what you call it, the Zeppelin. And he sees the shadow and he feels the turn and he says, what are we doing? We're turning around. We're making a turn. And that's the feeling I feel. That's what I see. A vessel, a portal, a turn, a shift. And I hear veer off course. Or off course. Oh. We're off course.